It's Katherine reporting for Kids First, and I am in New York City for Tribeca Film Festival. I'm at the premiere of Colectivo. Colectivo is a Miranda Family Fellowship and Tribeca Studios filmmaker program presenting 3 short films, El Tigre, Las Hijas de Rosalía y Vía Encanto. The program was created in partnership with Lin-Manuel Miranda, the Miranda Family Fund, and Hispanic Federation, and awards 3 Latino filmmaking teams with the funding to bring their short films to life, with each film debuting at Tribeca. For over 40 years, the Miranda family has championed community activism. They have created and supported institutions that have served both underserved populations in the Upper Manhattan area and communities throughout New York City, across the country, and in Puerto Rico. What are you most looking forward to tonight?
We've been working with these filmmakers for now years on their short films, and honestly, it's been an incredible process. We started this organization with Tribeca a couple of years ago. We selected filmmakers with really daring original voices and worked with them throughout the process of making these films, and now there are big premieres tonight.
So what inspired the creation of Colectivo?
Honestly, full credit to Tribeca. They came to us and said, we want to help emerging Latino filmmakers, and that's all I ever want to do.
What has been the most rewarding part of working with these 3 filmmakers?
Them finding their films within what they already shot. You know, I think we think of movies as like, you shoot the movie and then the movie's done, but actually you find the movie in the editing room. And it was really fun to watch them mid-process learn what was working by playing it for us and what was coming across, what they wanted to come across clearer. But they all had such strong visions that it was really about facilitating their visions.
So what was an unexpected lesson that you learned, or like a moment that will stick with you from working with all of these filmmakers?
Well, it's a personal one for me, actually, because I have a 10-year-old who is probably going to be a filmmaker too. And I told him, like, when you start out, you're making decisions with limited time and limited resources, and how do you improvise? How do you use your creativity to solve the day and find your vision within what's available? And I think that's a lesson he'll take with him.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Nice to meet you.
So what are you most looking forward to tonight?
To show this movie out, experience it with the crowd, my family, represent the Bronx, New York, and just excited to show some magic. You know, the film's about magic, so.
What inspired the story told in the short film?
Really my community, my borough, how people work hard and kind of create magic out of nothing. And that's kind of where like the bus came, and just parents, honestly, just kind of pulling it out of a hat to make it work. Watching my parents do it, learning how other people do it. I used to work with kids, so I just kind of see all these parents working really hard. So that's really the biggest inspiration.
So what is one word to describe what it was like working on your film?
Chaotic, but in the best way. I think there were a lot of happy miracles, and everybody was pretty grounded in the chaos. So it felt like Thanksgiving in that way, you know, how It's like pretty chaotic, but everyone comes together at the end. And I like to say magical.
Yeah, what was it like working with your crew and the Miranda Family Fund?
It was incredible. I had the best crew. We laughed a lot. We had a lot of times where we kind of take breaks and kind of like had collective breaths. It was important to me to kind of not let people overwork themselves or push themselves beyond their limits. I know, like, we're making films, and I love making films, but I don't want to, like, overexhaust anyone. So it was kind of like everyone was kind of finding their own pace, checking each other's capacity. So that's what I love about it. It felt really considerate and really communal.
How do you hope your film will resonate with the Latino community and beyond?
I want people to be a little bit more curious about the spaces that they don't know about, or the identities they don't know anything about. You know, I'm Afro-Latinx, I'm from the Bronx. These are areas that are underrepresented, I should say, and I like people to ask like what magic looks like in our areas, what joy looks like in our areas, not just trauma, not just pain, but also like little fun stuff, you know, a school bus with a bunch of trees in there, you know, things like that. So I want people to be curious about the communities they're not from and ask more questions, less statements, and just be open.
Yes. So what are you guys most looking forward to tonight?
Looking forward to new voices in the film industry to tell our stories, Latino stories. We need to be celebrated, and we need to be part of the fabric of what happens in film. So we're delighted that Tribeca partnered with us to have these 3 amazing Latino filmmakers tell their stories.
By and large, the human story is every story, and our culture has that to share too. So I think there's certain universalities as well as uniqueness that the audience can take away from the stories.
So you're talking a lot about the importance of like sharing your culture and everything. Was there a specific moment that kind of inspired the creation of Colectivo where you knew this is how you wanted to help share even more stories?
It started as an indictment of the industry, where we are 30% of the people who pay to go and see films, but less than 5% of the voices in that industry, and then quickly realized that problems create opportunities. And finding a partner like Tribeca was key because they opened their arms to partner with us to tell these new stories. And the 3 stories are amazing stories that happen in the Latino community, but are universal stories that everyone can appreciate.
What was it like working with these filmmakers?
It was amazing because you quickly realize their knowledge, their talent, and their hunger to create and make things that are special.
Were there any moments during helping out these filmmakers that will like stick with you forever?
The stories, getting to work with the filmmakers, because you meet people and you see their talent. You meet people like her. You see their talent and you quickly realize that this may be one of the first breaks, but they are destined to greatness.
Yeah, and that we're in a position to allow for resources to be made available to them that they otherwise may not have.
I had an amazing time at this premiere. I mean, I got to meet Lin-Manuel Miranda. Make sure to watch El Tigre, Las Hijas de Rosalía, y Villa Encanto. And be sure to look out for these upcoming filmmakers. They're incredible. This is Katherine reporting for Kids First. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Kids First so you don't miss my next interview or review or those of my awesome team members. See you later. Bye.